Hey everybody, what is up? Good morning. I hope you are all doing well. So, I thought we'd have a little car chat with Tiffany. Today I've got some errands to run. Got to be out on the town, so I thought I would chat to y'all while I'm driving. It's cold here, and guess what? We're supposed to get, it said for tomorrow the forecast is, the sun's out right now, but it's cold. But tomorrow is they say snow showers. Really? Okay, so this better be the last snow of the season. Yes. Well, it's not like we had a ton of snow, but I'm over it. I'm ready for spring weather. We had some beautiful weather last week, but now it's gone. Hopefully next week, and then the next week it'll be better. Yeah, so that's why I'm running my errands today, so that way tomorrow I won't have to be out. I've got to go to the post office, and I'm going to see my lawyer. I don't know if I can it's for a good reason I have a lawyer, but I don't know if I can say that yet. Depends what news I get today. Maybe I'll tell y'all what has happened. But yeah, I'm trying to decide right now if I want coffee or not. It is about 9 o'clock in the morning. Yes. I know, I always have coffee every morning, but it's like when I got errands to run, I'm just wondering if I should, I got a little bit of a bottled water. I'm just wondering if I should go to Dutch Brothers Coffee or not. Because it's that way. And where I'm going is that way. You know, they only have one Dutch Brothers Coffee in town, so. Anyway, I'm trying to decide, but if you're new here, please, I would love for you to subscribe while we have a chit-chat about different things. And like this video if you enjoy chit-chats. Some people like chats with Tiffany, and some people just rather see a vlog. But I kind of have a lot on my mind, so I thought we would talk today. I actually did my makeup today. I only got can you believe I only got like I only got probably 2.5 hours sleep last night. I just cannot sleep that well. So, yeah. Okay, I'm going to go decide if I want coffee, and then I'll come back. Okay, I decided we are going for the coffee. I'm at a traffic light right now. I will not be looking at the camera most of this video, just for the sake of, well, I'm driving and my eyes need to be on the road. But yeah, okay, so I'm on my way there, so let's chat. Okay, so I got pulled over by a cop like 2 weeks ago, and my husband, he gets off at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. He works overnights, and he works in a warehouse, and it just depends what time he gets off, how much workload he has. But usually it is around like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and you know, there's not many people on the roads at that time, but there are a lot of cops. And honestly, like, if you know me, I drive very carefully. Like, my sister and brother make fun of me. I drive like a grandma. Like, I'm very careful. Like, I hardly even get on the highways. I mainly just stick to where I need to go, and I get there. So, the crazy thing is that I'm almost 40 years old in about 2 weeks, and I had never been pulled over by a cop until like the last couple of years. And it seems like in the last couple of years, I just, like, all of a sudden I get pulled over by a cop. Like, I don't know, like, it's just crazy, because I went for so many years without being pulled over, and then now all of a sudden I am. So, okay, like, going back to me driving like a grandma, I would say I'm a cautious driver. I'm very cautious. My husband said I'm a good driver, but anyway. Okay, so I was going to get him at 3 o'clock in the morning. He told me, he calls me. I always keep my phone on so I can hear, because I'll fall asleep, and he'll call me and say when he's ready to be picked up. Where's Dutch Brothers? Oh my God, I thought I missed it. Well, the sun is in my eyes. The sun is in my eyes. Okay, so I picked up my, I got a large Golden Eagle. Y'all have got to try this drink. It is so good. I'm scared to try it though. It's still gonna be so hot. It's so good. I needed something to warm me up, and I got it. Okay. Now we're gonna drive downtown. I'll finish my police car chat. Okay. Okay, so I was going to pick up my husband from work. It was like 2:30 in the morning. By the way, my husband works like kind of out in the country. It's far. It's pretty far from our house, so it's quite a drive. So it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere in a way. So I'm driving. I got him. I got to his work, and then we're going back home. And all of a sudden, I see like flashing lights behind me. And I said to my husband, I said, "Is that a cop behind me?" And he's like, "I don't know." I was like, "Yeah, that's a cop behind me." So I slowed down, and I don't know like what I'm doing. I didn't know what I had done wrong. I wasn't like nervous because, you know, I didn't think I'd done anything wrong. So, and I had my robe on. Y'all seen me with my robe a lot. This sucks, all the lighting. Because that robe keeps me really warm. So a lot of times when he calls me to pick him up, I'll just go in my pajamas and my robe to go pick him up. Because my robe is, to be honest, is warmer than my jacket. So when it was a lady cop, and she came over, I had my robe on, and she was really nice. But she said, "The reason I'm pulling you over is because you were going 55 in a 45 area." So she said I was speeding, and I was just shocked. My husband started laughing, and he's like, "It didn't even feel like you were speeding," because anybody that knows me knows that I'm real cautious. I never really drive real fast or anything, and for her to pull me over for speeding was just kind of funny. Like, I didn't even feel that I was going 55, honestly. But anyway, she goes back to her car. I don't have my driver's license with me. I'm gonna make sure of a habit to always have my driver's license. Most of the time they can look it up on their computer, your registrations and license, but her computer was very slow, and she said next time always have your driver's license and car insurance in case our computers aren't working. But she was able to look me up online, and she just said, "Well, I'll just give you a warning this time," and she let me go. So she was really nice, and I guess I'm just going to be more careful and look at my speed. But it was just, and then I texted my brother when I got home, and I said, "Guess what?" I said, "I got pulled over." And he said, "What for?" And I said, "For speeding." And he said, "No way," because he knows I'm not a fast driver. It was just something that you wouldn't normally think that Tiffany, would get pulled over for, is speeding. Oh, my coffee's dripping. This car doesn't have like a regular cup holder. It has like this thing in the middle that's like a container, but it's not like the best. And it's like, I don't want my coffee to drip. I don't want to lose it. I don't even know how much I paid for the Golden Eagle. I just said I wanted one. I put my card in the card reader. I think it was like $4 or $5. It's really good. So yeah, that's my story on getting pulled over. So like I said, in the last couple of years I've gotten pulled over for like the first time in my life, and so I said total I've gotten pulled over like 4 times, and I only got a ticket once. The rest were just warnings. One was because one of my lights was out, which I was unaware of. The guy said my light was out. This one was speeding. The first one, my tags were expired. That was wrong on my part. But it was just crazy because the first time I ever got pulled over by a cop was the week I was actually getting married. And so the week before we get married, you like schedule, because we got married at the courthouse. You schedule a time to get married, and we scheduled to get married at 11 a.m. And I think it was like Monday or Tuesday. So I got married on a Friday, and I got pulled over it was like a Monday or a Tuesday. And I remember being so freaked out and so worried, because I thought, like, does that mean I can't get married because I got a ticket? And like, I didn't know. I was very like, I didn't know how that works. like, no, you don't have any warrants out or anything like that. You can still get married. But it was just crazy. So, yeah. Okay, so, oh, I feel like this lighting is just horrible. The sun. Okay, so me and Penelope have been watching The Bachelor. So I'll say that, like, I haven't watched The Bachelor in years. It's been a while. I mean, I watched The Bachelorette with Michelle. I forget how we started watching it. We were watching ABC or whatever, and then we started. So we watched Michelle's season, but before that, I hadn't watched The Bachelor or Bachelorette in years. And then, so we watched Michelle's season, and then we saw that Clayton got picked to be the Bachelor. And we got excited because me and Penelope both liked Clayton. We thought he was a good guy and stuff like that. But anyway, so we've been watching this season. And I don't know if any of you have been watching, but if you saw the last episode where he did Susie wrong, Susie was trying to say she was upset if he slept with the other girls if he's in love with her, and it was just a bunch of drama. And honestly, like, I'm not a fan of Clayton anymore. He did Susie so wrong, and I want to speak about this because I'm talking about an ex-boyfriend. I have had a narcissist boyfriend before, and I just want to say that narcissistic abuse is real. And when I saw Clayton talk that way to Susie and kind of let her go and not even let her explain, and he just kind of like shoved her in the car, not really physically shoved her, but it's just like he got rid of her real fast, and he just like, he got angry. And I just don't feel, I feel like if he really loved Susie, he wouldn't act the way he did. But the way he acted, I'm sorry, this sounds terrible. I immediately noticed signs of narcissism in him when I saw that. See, this is the thing about narcissists. They connect really charming in the beginning. They come off as really charming people in the beginning. So you're never gonna, it's hard to kind of pinpoint who is a narcissist and who isn't, because they come off really charming. They love bomb you. They tell you you're wonderful, and it just feels amazing. But when I saw him do that to Susie and like not even listen to her, and then like I saw her reaction after he acted the way he did to her, and I immediately related to the way she was feeling. She looked so confused. And that's what narcissists do. They manipulate you and talk to you and make you feel like it's your fault when they are in the wrong. So they'll turn it on you. And I just immediately related to that. And if I had not had a narcissistic boyfriend before, I would have never recognized that. I would have just thought, well, maybe he's kind of being a jerk, but maybe he's not all the way wrong, or, you know, I wouldn't have really noticed that big of a thing. But because I personally have had a narcissist boyfriend in the past, someone who thinks they're always right, and someone who never apologizes, hurts you and never apologizes, always thinks they're in the right, just kind of disregards your feelings, doesn't care for your feelings, you know, that's abuse. And it's hard. So I'm not a fan of Clayton anymore. I pretty much think he's walking away alone. I'm not going to sit here and say I think he's like a total awful person, but he is a douchebag or whatever. I mean, he's not ready for marriage, and I don't know. But I just, immediately when I saw that, I saw narcissism in him, and I felt for Susie, and like, I just hate, like, it confuses you so much when you're in a relationship with a narcissist. They they manipulate you so much and gaslight you so much to make you think that you're the one that's in the wrong and it's all your fault, you know. And it really crushes your spirit and your self-esteem. But like I said, it's hard to pinpoint who is a narcissist in the beginning and who's not, because like Clayton, who is really charming, comes off really charming and sweet, they come off really charming and sweet and like Prince Charming. But undercover, after you've been with them for a while, they are no Prince Charming. And it takes a while. If you've been with a narcissist, it takes a while to heal. It takes a long time to heal from that. And the gaslighting too. When you question them about something and then all they do is gaslight you and tell you how awful you are. Yeah. It's hard. So let me know if you've ever dealt with a narcissist. That was my first experience. And then I saw it in Clayton the other day when I watched the episode, and I was just so disappointed in Clayton. No. Yeah. I mean, I could go on and on about the narcissist thing, but yeah, we could be here for hours talking about narcissists. And I've watched many YouTube videos. One of my best friends was married to a narcissist, and she was just totally broken. She was totally broken, and she had to end the marriage to save herself. So hey, now we're in better lighting when we are at the stoplight. So I am downtown in Lubbock, where I live, and I'm right by Texas Tech. My lawyer's like downtown. That's where most lawyer offices are. I haven't been, well, he's trying to show off. I haven't seen my lawyer in a while. So, yeah. Yeah, but I'm going to sign an affidavit. I can say that much. And I want to say thank you to the friends that have helped me. I don't know if you watched this video, but thank you so much, because I had to have a couple of friends help to get through this thing that I'm doing. And it's a good thing, though. And I want to say thank you. Man. So I do kind of get nervous to go to places like this. It's so annoying. You know, sometimes you just gotta put your big girl panties on and do stuff, and then you feel better after you do. Okay guys, I'm downtown, and I'm just now like leaving the lawyer's office, and woo, lighting sucks. There's like old brick roads here, and it's really rough on my old minivan. Okay, so I can finally tell y'all like kind of like what I'm in the process of doing. So as many of you know that have been here a while, so my mom passed away, right? She passed away in December, right before Christmas, in December 2019. And so she had a house, which I'm living in now, which y'all know. So I'm in the process of getting the house into my name now, and that's what I'm in the process of. And the process is almost complete. I had to have two friends, family friends, sign the affidavit, and I was waiting on that, and then they did it. I signed it this morning, and I think there's just like one more step after I've signed it. They've got to draw up the papers, and then it'll officially be in like our name, out of my mom's name and into my name. So yeah. So that'll be a really big relief, because honestly, like, when you lose anybody, it's hard. But like, I've never been through this before, where what do you do when someone passes away? Like, you know, dealing with the finances and the house, and you know, even like the funeral arrangements and stuff. My sister, she lives in the Dallas area, and my brother was here in the city when my mom passed. He wasn't in Arizona yet. He was here in Texas, but he really couldn't handle everything. So me being the oldest sibling, I kind of had to step up to the plate and take charge. And when she passed away, and I'm the one that called. I'm the one that had to call what do you call it? I don't know if you call it the morgue or where they keep the bodies. I'm the one that had to tell them where I chose to get her cremated. I had to make sure. I'm the one that went to pick up her ashes. I'm the one that made the funeral arrangements at the church. And, you know, this is all new to me. Like, I mean, you never know how to plan when that happens. And it's really hard because you're grieving. And so anyway, so I've been learning a lot what happens when somebody passes, and like the things you got to take care of, and there's still other things I got to take care of. So that was one thing that worried me about the house my mom's house. After my brother moved out and decided to go to Arizona, and he told me he didn't want the house, anything. So I was like, well, I'm gonna go after it. It took a few months, but I just was worried. Like, I don't know. I didn't know what to think. I was scared. I was really scared after my mom passed away. I didn't know if like someone came immediately to take a house away, because she didn't have a will. And I didn't know like how that worked. I kind of was imagining the worst scenarios. This was like 6 months after she passed away, and you know, we hadn't done anything legal or anything yet, and I was just imagining like a guy with a briefcase coming up to my mom's house, and saying we have to get out because the city's taking it out. Like, I just didn't know what happens after someone passes away. I didn't know how long you had to take action. I found out you have to do it within 4 years. You have to do it before 4 years when someone passes away about the house, about getting it into your name or whatever like that. So it's been over 2 years now since she passed, which is really crazy. It's been really crazy that so much time has flown by. But yeah, that's what I'm in the process of doing now, and I haven't been able to talk about it, was that I was in the process of getting the house in my name. So yeah, anyway, that's what I've been doing, and I'm really grateful to my mom that we have this house. Obviously I'd rather have her here, but I'm really grateful that she looked out for us kids, and you know, she really took care of us, and we have this house, this really, you know, cozy house. And yeah, I just didn't want anything. I wanted to protect my mom's house. I didn't want to lose it to the city or whatever, so that's why I got on it. We actually got a lawyer, not for this reason, not for the house reason. We got a lawyer because of what happened with my husband getting sued. But it was kind of a blessing in disguise that we got, not really saying it's a blessing that my husband got sued, but we needed a lawyer, and I didn't know who was a good lawyer in town. But I was calling around, and then this other lawyer that couldn't do it, but he gave me a reference of a good lawyer. So he told me about Howard, and so then we got Howard for my husband's case. And then when that was over, I was like, we've got to take care of the house now. We've got to get this fixed, and we've got to get it in me and my sister and brother's name. So, which they don't really want anything to do with it, so it's pretty much, you know, mine. But yeah, that's the story on that. The house is almost in my name. When it is, we'll officially, we'll have to celebrate and go out we celebrate for everything. We go out to dinner for everything. We even eat when we're sad. But yeah, that's what's going on with the house situation and everything like that. So I thought I would fill y'all in. This has been a really long talk. But I think I'm going to enjoy my coffee, and I'm going to go to Dollar Tree. And then I'll go home and rest. Hey everybody. So I just dropped my husband off at work. It's later in the day, obviously. And we went into an antique store that we both really like. So we're coming back tomorrow, and I might get a few things. I saw some really cute pigs. And I've never been into chickens or roosters before. That was always my mom's thing. She was into roosters. But I saw the cutest little chickens decor. So I might go back and get that tomorrow. Might treat myself to an early birthday present, or I think my husband's buying it for me. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this chat and catching up with me. I love you guys. Thank you for the support, and I appreciate you being here. Bye guys.